Okay, so welcome to the ward meeting. We host this meeting every third Thursday of the month. And it's my honor to bring the information to you. My name is Kimberly James. I'm the City Council in Ward 1. So we like to call our subject matter experts. I call them the people that run our department, the people that are in charge of making sure that we have a city that we can live, work, and play.
Good evening, everyone. My name is LaShawn Gardner, and I am the Director of Planning and Community Development. And in our department, we are responsible for reviewing all things development, such as your comprehensive plans, your site plans for development. We also are responsible for verifying zoning in the city, working with the business license division from that aspect. We also are right now currently in the last phase of the comprehensive plan update. That last public hearing will actually go before the City Council on November 6th. We are currently moving forward with an RFP for the pedestrian bridge feasibility study. So that should be going out soon. We have elevations in hand for review for the Main Street Townhome development. So that is moving forward. And that's all I have as a current update right now. But, just know anything that pertains to your zoning, make sure you stop by our office and contact us to find out if you're looking to build or you're looking to, bring businesses to the city. To always check with us to ensure that your zoning is correct in what you want to do in a particular zoning area. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we did have a pre-meeting that we had with the Planning and Community Development Department, because we have another group that wants to build some townhomes in the city. Different from Main Street, it's down here on North Avenue. So I don't want to give it away. We just hold off until we get it. But yeah, that's exciting.
Good evening again. Code enforcement right now is wrapping up with one of their monthly environmental courts proceedings. But they did want me to recognize and announce that they will be having their last ward block party on October 24th, which is this coming Tuesday.
And that happens to be my ward. So it's the corner of Kennesaw Drive and Rushmore Place. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bobby Jenks, Public Works Director here at City of Forest Park. In our department, we do streets, parks, building maintenance, fleet maintenance, road signs, and oversee the waste management contract. This month, as some of y'all know, it's not in Ward 1, but Clayton County is paving Pine Ridge, almost done with it. And we're doing spot repairs on Cynthia Lane. And then we went over to Hendricks Drive to try to take care of some of them bad spots over there before it gets too cold. On the building maintenance division, we've been doing a lot of work over at PD and other buildings. But November 1st, it's Christmas time, so you'll start seeing Christmas decorations starting to go up November 1st. And I think the lighting will be the first Saturday in December. Rec and Leisure will speak more on that. Our parks crew is concentrating on Jonesboro Road, trying to get all them bushes trimmed back up off the sidewalk and getting it looking good. That's a long stretch, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but they are working good on top of taking care of the side parks and all our main thoroughfares. And of course, our sanitation, you can always go to Waste Management's website or phone number. You can get that off the city website, or feel free to call our office you have any issues, and we'll do our best to assist you to rectify that problem. And that's all I have from Public Works.
Thank you, sir. So I want you all not to forget the click One Forest Park click or click fix, or what is it called? One click. One click, so you can report all those issues that you may have within your street.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bobby Jinks, Public Works Director here at City of Forest Park. In our department, we do streets, parks, building maintenance, fleet maintenance, road signs, and oversee the waste management contract. This month, as some of y'all know, it's not in Ward 1, but Clayton County is paving Pine Ridge, almost done with it. And we're doing spot repairs on Cynthia Lane, and then we went over to Hendricks Drive to try to take care of some of them bad spots over there before it gets too cold. On the building maintenance division, we've been doing a lot of work over at PD and other buildings, but November 1st, it's Christmas time, so you'll start seeing Christmas decorations starting to go up November 1st. And I think the lighting will be the first Saturday in December. Rec and Leisure will speak more on that. Our parks crew is concentrating on Jonesboro Road, trying to get all them bushes trimmed back up off the sidewalk and getting it looking good. That's a long stretch, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but they are working good on top of taking care of the side parks and all our main thoroughfares. And of course, our sanitation, you can always go to Waste Management's website or phone number. You can get that off the city website, or feel free to call our office if you have any issues, and we'll do our best to assist you to rectify that problem. And that's all I have from Public Works.
Thank you, sir. So I want you all not to forget the click One Forest Park click or click fix, or what is it called? One click. One click, so you can report all those issues that you may have within your street.
Pre-K at Hugh Elementary. We've been to Unidos School for Fire and Life Safety presentations. We've attended Hispanic Heritage Festival. We've also presented fire and life safety presentations at Forest Park Library. We held our first annual, Chief Clemens had a first annual Girls Future Fire Camp last week for Fire Prevention Week, where we hosted close to 50 young ladies from the community that got an opportunity to experience a day in the life of a firefighter and a female firefighter. And we actually put them through some evolutions, and the impact was great. And I had the distinct privilege of talking to a few young ladies afterwards that said that they, after high school, would consider being a firefighter for Forest Park. So I believe that is the first of many good, rewarding programs that fire department is coming up with. We had our department award ceremony and recruit graduation last week, where we had a graduation ceremony for 2 recruit classes. The first class is certified firefighters and AEMT certified, so they will actually start to be putting hours in on the trucks and working in with the firefighters as they are now certified firefighters. The second recruit class is beginning their EMT medical training at this time, which would be about another 9 months before that they would be completely ready to go online. Upcoming events. I'm sorry, I had a fire drill at the Governor's Terrace yesterday. We did life safety education for them. And today we completed fire extinguisher training at GXO. And our upcoming event next week on the 24th, we have 2 new fire trucks that we are so glad to have in the fire department and be able to serve the city of Forest Park. So we're having a push-in ceremony at Fire Station number 3 on the 24th at 10 a.m. All are welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay, I don't remember from last. Good evening, everyone. I'll start with crime, and happy to say it's very little to report. Over the last time I was here, I think our crime rates were at like 5.6.
They have a mic.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think, is it on? Y'all hear me? Okay. The last time I was here, our crime was at like 5.6. I'm happy to say we've continued a downward trend. Right now, we're looking at like 1.6. So not a whole lot to report as it relates to crime. We did have a couple of burglaries this past week, one commercial and one residential. But besides that, it really hasn't been a lot. So we're happy to say that. As far as the upcoming events, we have our next Citizen Police Academy will be starting this Halloween. So if you didn't come out for the last one, try to get out there for this one. We had fun. We have a couple of graduates in house. You know, we had a good time. We're going to change the curriculum a little bit, give you something a little different, and I'm sure you're going to have fun. And that's October the 31st. We also have Cops, Clippers, and Conversation. That's where the chief, along with the command staff and some of the other officers, we're going to be at a local barbershop. That's going to be, I think this upcoming Saturday. Yeah, so I believe starts at 9. So if you're in the area, if you check the website, you'll see the actual location. Come out. They did. Well, you heard it. It's been delayed to the next month. We've kind of been going back and forth with that date, so it's going to be the next month. As far as some technologies, we got a lot of good stuff coming. We have, I don't know if you all are familiar with the Shot Spotter. Anybody ever heard of that? Well, we're going to go active with that November 8th. And for those of you all who have not heard about it, what it is, it locates if somebody shoots a gun in this area, the Shot Spotter would kind of pinpoint where the gun shot was fired from. That helps with investigations. So we'll be going live with that November 8th. We also have y'all heard of Fuses? Okay, it was an integrated system with cameras throughout the state. And we have what's called a real-time crime center. Okay, yeah. I can even hear myself now. Okay, all right, great. Yeah, we have a real-time crime center. I think we're going to go live with that. I think it's like around the same time, like November 8th, November 10th. And what that is an integrated camera system, integrates body cameras, pole cameras, everything. And it's not only for Forest Park, it's throughout the state. So we can follow subjects from one location to the next. And again, that helps with investigations. And that's pretty much all I have right now. Anybody have any questions?
We'll take them at the end.
Okay, get them at the end.
Thank you. I'm Rochelle Dennis. I'm the project manager. I think that's my position, project manager in the Office of Economic Development. So how do I advance? Oh, here we go. Did we do it? Yes. So a couple of quick updates. We've been supremely busy in the Office of Economic Development. We most recently released 9 RFPs seeking qualified developers to purchase and build on a variety of projects here in the Main Street downtown corridor. We hosted a pre-bid conference on last week, October the 11th. We had 44 people in total that attended, about 15 that included staff and board and council members. with a grand total of 24 developers, investors, brokers, et cetera, who are supremely interested because my phone has been ringing nonstop off the hook with these 9 properties. So we're extremely excited about the energy, the traction, and the momentum that we have going with our development. The submission deadline is October the 31st at 2:30. The RFPs themselves can be found on the city website. Additionally, we have hosted approximately about 30 developers, investors, and realtors as part of an it was called the Urban Pulse Bus Tour. Clayton County was one of their stops, and specifically Forest Park. So it was a great opportunity for us to test drive the RFPs as we had just released them, as well as to showcase the properties that we were going to be showcasing the following week at the pre-bid conference. The mayor and myself were able to participate in the Georgia-Japan Legislative Caucus Luncheon a few weeks ago. Japan is, and most people don't realize this, Japan is one of the largest foreign investors. It's not China, it's actually Japan is one of the largest foreign investors here in the United States. So it was a great opportunity to have an audience, to make some connections and start to have some more substantive conversations about how we drive some of that business, of those Japanese businesses here to Forest Park. We have also hosted 3 film scouts on tours of the old jail. Thank you, Major Jones, for being so gracious and accommodating with my last-minute requests, and looking at filming December 2023, January 2024. We are looking at, obviously, because of the strike, everything with the film industry is kind of ground to a halt, but we are excited nonetheless that even with the strike going on, still getting continuous calls about people that are very interested in filming here in Forest Park. We also participated in the South Metro Brunch and Learn, the commercial real estate panel, and our fabulous city manager, Mr. Ricky Clark, was part of the panel. It was a great opportunity, again, just to spread and share the story of Forest Park and our development outside of us. We all drank the Kool-Aid. We need some other people to drink our Kool-Aid. We also recognized, as part of Hispanic Heritage Month, recognize 18 local Hispanic-owned businesses at the City Council meeting on October the 2nd. We are hosting the Forest Park Business Association. We're finally bringing it back. And actually, the date has changed. Up here it says November 8th. It's actually now going to be November 16th, but it will be here at this building now that we have air and heat in this building again. So it'll be here at 696. So look for more information about the Forest Park Business Association meeting. We also are working through, in partnership with the Aerotropolis, a Forest Park business survey. And those results will be shared at the Forest Park Business Association meeting on November the 16th. We have also hosted the Express Bus Service stakeholder meeting. We hosted it out at Blue Star Studio, which is now open out at Fort Gillum. And this was in partnership with the ATL Transit Link. We are also looking at creating a city agriculture plan and how we use green space, but not just green space for recreation, but also using green space to grow food and what that looks like in our community. And so Foodwell Alliance is the entity that's spearheading this. We've gone through the initial webinar. There is a grant application process, but really looking at in our closest neighbors, the city of East Point has an absolutely masterful agriculture plan that they put together about a year or so ago in partnership with Foodwell Alliance, and we're looking to bring something very similar here to Forest Park. And then finally, we also hosted our public event to turn over 2 of the old military Humvees out at Fort Gillum to the Veterans Museum down in McDonough, and are looking, as we continue to work with Councilwoman James and our URA board, in how we bring some sort of Veterans Museum, Veterans Park, something to showcase and really capitalize on Fort Gillum and the partnership and relationship that we have here in Forest Park. A couple of upcoming meetings and events. Our Development Authority meets on October the 25th at 5:30. The Downtown Development Authority meets October the 26th at 5:30. And then the Urban Redevelopment Authority meets again on November the 9th at 5:30. And there is actually a special called meeting of our URA immediately following this meeting at 6 o'clock. And yep, there's our contact info if you ever need to find us. questions, or are we holding them to the end? All right.
Thank you.
Oh, one other thing. Sorry. We also have 11 new businesses that have applied for a business license since September 1st here in the city.
Good evening. How's everybody doing? All right, just let y'all know, Tyreek Maxson, the Director of Recreation and Leisure Service right here for the city of Forest Park. Just to let you know a couple of things we have coming up. This weekend we have Fun Friday tomorrow night. Come out, this last one. We got Grits and Jelly Butter performing. So come out tomorrow night, check that out. Saturday, we have Vet Fest in the park. We're gonna be recognizing, we teamed up with an organization to recognize veterans, not just here in the city of Forest Park, but the South Metro area, Clayton County area. Sunday, we have another tailgate for our Falcons versus the Bucks. So if you wanna come out, enjoy, help us cheer on our Falcons, please do come out. That starts at 11. Vet Fest starts at, I think it's 11 tomorrow. On Saturday. And upcoming events, we have our Fall Festival, which is October the 28th, right there in Star Park. We're doing something a little different. This year, we're introducing what we called a costume walk, where you can come out dressed up in your costumes. That start at 11, and we're gonna do a walk, like a parade through the park, and it kicks off our trunk or treat. So it'll start behind the gym, walk through Hines Ward, come back to the gym, and it'll kick off our Fall Festival. So the kids can come in their costumes. The adults can come in their costumes and pretty much kick off all festivities that way. All that starts at 11. We have our trunk or treat, which you'll see the different departments come. We have a motorcycle club coming out to also do the trunk or treat, have some of their nice bikes out. We'll be having a costume contest. We have some pumpkins that was donated from some local businesses. So we'll be have a pumpkin patch where the kids can decorate their pumpkins, and we'll pretty much judge some of the winners off of that. So once again, that's on the 28th of October at 11 o'clock. So please come on out and enjoy that. Also, we have coming up like Director Jinx said, we have our holiday parade, which is always the first Saturday in December. So we'll start putting out stuff for that to get different people to come, organizations to participate in that. And that'll be the same night we'll be lighting the tree inside of Star Park. Some upcoming committees that we're looking to start within our recreation department. We're looking to do a recreation and leisure committee where we'll begin some of the community to sit on the board and just give us feedback and ideas of what they would want within the community. So just be on the lookout for that. So some of my great seniors, we're looking forward to y'all sitting on the committee. Yeah, I see it. Helping us out and just giving us a lot of feedback, but just be on the lookout for that. And once again, we have a lot of things coming up. Our Breakfast with Santa is the second weekend in December. And then we have our Toys for Tot program the third weekend in December. So please be on the lookout for that. And once again, follow us on social media for any information you guys need, okay? All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, and good evening, everybody. The City of Forest Park is hiring, and we have some exciting positions. We're looking to hire police officers, deputy court clerk. We're hiring a court administrator, planner one. The Public Works Department is looking for a mechanic and also a trade specialist. They're hiring for a street foreman and a fleet foreman. The fire department has positions open for a firefighter paramedic and also firefighter EMTs, where we have a management analyst grants position in the police department. And the Public Works Department is hiring a heavy equipment operator. You do have to have your CDLs for that. If you're interested in any of these wonderful positions, we no longer accept paper applications. So all our positions are listed on the website, and you just go to www.forestparkga.gov. You click on Departments, Human Resources, and then you click on Job Opportunities, and that's a complete listing of everything that we're hiring for. If you see something you're interested in, you just click upon it. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your.
Good evening, everyone. To those that I've seen today and to those that I haven't seen, I know you. I just saw you Sunday. But to those that I've seen today and to those that I have not seen, again, I am Ricky Clark, City Manager for the great city of Forest Park, Clayton County's largest municipality, which just so happens to be 9 seconds away from anywhere you want to travel in the world. I'll keep this brief, just some general things, if this works. So I'll hit on some of the fun stuff that we have going on. First, we'll talk about some of our capital outlay projects that we have underway. So first, the Main Street, Mayor Butler is rubbing off on me. I can't speak for some reason. Something is in the tongue that won't let it move. So the Main Street Streetscape Phase 2 project, which is where the city went forward with the underground power all the way down Main Street. They renovated a lot of the street. That project is almost complete. The only thing we're waiting on is for the final utility company to come remove the wooden poles. And then I'm sure there'll be a grand activity there for that ribbon cutting. Star Park renovations. I know a lot of people are asking what's going on with Star Park because it's been mentioned for a number of years. One of the things that we decided collectively as a city was it was in our best interest to try to put all of our facilities in one general area so that if our residents and business owners needed service from the city, it was all in one concentrated area. And so what we're doing is planning out a city center for the side of the street where Star Park is that will comprise all of our various departments in the city with the exception of Public Works and Fire. And what we're looking at for the fire department would be that they would occupy the space that we now know as City Hall. So you'll have all of your departments on one street in downtown Forest Park. In addition to that, we're planning to begin those renovations to Star Park once we finish up this preliminary work on the city center so that you'll have one beautiful, what we call epicenter right in the heart of town. I know there's been dialogue relative to the pool. We do have plans to put the pool back in the city center because recreation will be there as well. However, one of the things that we're looking for is ensuring that our seniors have our legacy residents have easy access to get in and out of that pool. The other project, Gillum Public Safety Building, of course, that is Station 3, the home of now our fire department as well as our police department. That project is 100% complete. If you haven't had the opportunity to see Station 3, you can stop by any time during working hours and they would be more than happy to give you a tour of that beautiful facility. For those around town, have you seen the new welcome signs that have been erected all around the city of Forest Park? That project is complete. We are moving one of the signs off of Jonesboro Road just so that it has more visibility because right now, once we put the sign in, they came back and put a shelter directly beside the sign so you can't see it. It's a MARTA sign right there beside it, blocking it. The next phase of that, we will be landscaping all around that sign. Fire Station number 1, that project is on hold. Fire Station number 1 was a station that was to go on Forest Parkway. It has a big, beautiful sign that says Forest Park Fire Department, future here to come or something like that. That project is on hold as our fire department works to determine geographically what's the best location based upon service levels for that fire station. The city center, I've already spoke about that. Forest Park Landscaping, they held a conference, Mr. Jenks, I believe it was yesterday, to determine a final bidder for that project. So we should be awarding that or taking that before mayor and council within the next 30 to 60 days. And also the proposed business incubator. So for those that know Rite Aid right here on Forest Parkway, the Downtown Development Authority owns 100% of that property. and we're looking at turning it into a business incubator to include a food hall. So there'll be 3 different food restaurant concepts there, as well as a place for those that like to imbibe with libations, i.e. a bar, as well as a commissary kitchen function, so that those individuals that are now cooking at home doing meal prep for commercial use, they'll have the ability to come inside this commissary kitchen, go inside the commissary kitchen to cook their goods. It's actually illegal for you to cook for commercial use in a residential house using residential kitchen equipment. But we have a lot of people that do it, and I buy it.
You know you're being recorded.
Yes, ma'am. The other thing I'd like to highlight is some of the work of our department. So for no one in this room, since 1979, the city of Forest Park never went after the delinquent taxes that we had on our books. It was a total of $1.7 million that we had outstanding for a period of time since 1979. Through those efforts, in just 3 months, we've been able to collect north of $700,000. And the beauty of it is the majority of the individuals that owed these property taxes were individuals that have moved away, and they're renting their properties, making money, but not paying their fair share. And then we're having to take care of their dilapidated, blighted properties. And so we've been able to collect north of $700,000 due to the efforts of our finance division. I think that is all that I have to share on tonight.
Really quickly. So as always, on behalf of the governing body and north of 19,000 residents, I bring greetings to each and every one of you. Councilwoman James, thank you once again for putting this together, and to all of our directors, thank you for being present and for absolutely everything that you do. You've heard me talk about progress and how important that is to the city of Forest Park, but none of it can be done without your efforts. So once again, thank you. You heard the fire department mention the girls' camp that Chief Clemens put together. And when I tell you that was wildly successful, that's an understatement. But in order to capitalize on the momentum, thanks to our illustrious city manager, Chief Clemens, Landry Merkelson, and myself, we're going to be meeting next week to discuss a Pathways program. We want to make sure that students who will successfully complete that program can transition into employment with the city of Forest Park. And so we're really excited about that. November 10th, we will have our veterans program. So I hope to see everybody there. Just know that seating is extremely limited, but all are welcome. And it will be held at City Hall at 11 a.m. on November. Oh, you hear a lot about Blue Star Studios. And so I am very, very, very ecstatic to announce that November 14th will be its official ribbon cutting. So you all are welcome. The time has not been solidified just yet, but they're looking at between 11:15 a.m. and 11:30. And so that is going to be an amazing opportunity that I would want everyone to participate in if you can. November 16th from 10 a.m. to 12 at 713 Forest Parkway. Bulldog Insurance, right across the way here, is having their annual turkey giveaway. Well, turkey dinner giveaway. And so it's open to the community. I believe it's 250 turkeys they're giving away this year. And it is a first come, first serve basis. So I am so pleased, as y'all may have heard, that your elected officials previously allocated $1.3 million for home improvements. Well, we finally have a staff person that's coming on board October 30th, and that application process should be rolling out shortly thereafter. It is a grant, and it's to aid in various vital home repairs needed that not only will enhance your home and your values, but also the curb appeal of your block and then subsequently the city. And then also, thanks to our illustrious city manager who works so hard on our behalf, he is going to roll out legislation very soon to allocate. Don't look at me like that. His eyes are so big. If you can see him, you don't know what I'm going to say. But he's to allocate several $100,000s to your elected officials to increase our capital outlay line item. And I will tell you that your elected officials have a strong desire to renovate their pocket parks in their ward. And so the increase in their capital outlay line item will definitely aid in that Yes, you will. So then on Main Street. No, okay. So then on Main Street, coming very soon, we have some townhome developments coming, and they're going to be 2- and 3-story townhomes. And I believe it's over 20, I want to say 20, not 30 townhomes that will be coming here very, very soon, in addition to the work that's being done on North Avenue. And there's some new homes that's actually, they're coming up pretty quickly. They're being built very quickly. So just know that your elected officials are working so hard to make Forest Park a city you're proud to call home, and then to work. And with all of the new development coming, hopefully you'll be looking to transition and to move closer to work here. And I think that is it on my part. Oh, did you mention? Yes. So, okay. So this is so cool. October 27th at 5 p.m., we're going to have the showdown of a lifetime. PD and the fire department will battle it out at a softball tournament that they're having. And so we want everyone to come. This is the first of its kind, and the winner will have bragging rights for the entire year. So hopefully you guys could come out and be a part of that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun and a whole lot of trash talking, and not just by myself. But I thank you once again, and that is all that I have.
So once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Come back every third Thursday of the month, and we'll be right here at 696 Main Street, and we'll be Zooming live. So thank you for showing up.